Welcome to Category 5 Technology TV, episode number 361 for Tuesday, the 19th of August, 2014.
2014. I am Sasha Dermatis.
Robbie Ferguson.
Dermatis.
Hey, everybody. Have people been mispronouncing your name?
It is true. They have.
It's been happening?
Well, maybe since we've discussed my blog, which is sashadermatis.com.
Right.
Yeah, dermatis. It sounds like a skin disease disorder.
That's what they say.
I'm working on getting it changed. We'll see.
Is he watching?
I'm in trouble if
Hey,
he
tonight.
is. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's my cue to move right along. Tonight we got some fun stuff we're going to be doing in the Linux terminal. We are literally going to be having fun with the Linux terminal. We're going to be playing around with ASCII animation. We're going to be checking out what we can do to turn this face and this face into high ASCII artwork. So
nice.
It's going to be a little bit fun.
Speaking of this face, if it gets sweaty and red and flushed, it's because I'm wearing a new super fabulous Category 5 hoodie. But underneath it is an also equally fabulous ASCII t-shirt.
So she's suddenly in all these layers because the shirt arrived. So
yeah, I'm like, I'll just throw this
put
on.
that on too.
Yeah, there are
so
like...
now she's got 4 sweaters on.
Yeah, I feel like I am...
So 400 degrees in here too.
Absolutely. So. I'm at the Scandinavian spa right now in the sauna, fully clothed. That's what's happening right now.
That's it. Now you know the rest of the story, folks.
And I'm not wearing my glasses because I didn't want to clean them. The end.
This is quite the start. What's coming up?
Oh, yes.
Tell us.
Coming up in the newsroom. The rest of the show. 4.5 million U.S. patients have had their personal information stolen by hackers. A website-based health data aggregation service detected the Ebola outbreak more than a week before the World Health Organization announced it, which is incredible. A potentially genius mom has created an app that every parent should install on their teens' phones. And find your favorite coffee. Currently, my favorite coffee is here. These stories are coming up later in the show.
This is Category 5 Technology TV. Starring Sasha Dermatis, Hillary Rumble, Krista Wells, Eric Kidd, and your host, Robbie Ferguson.
Introducing Belltone First, a revolutionary new hearing aid. So small you can hardly see it. So comfortable you can hardly feel it. For the first time ever, you can control hearing aids directly from your iPhone. Pick up the phone, listen to music, and use your hearing aids like wireless headphones. Hear everything that matters. Try Belltone First. For a free trial, call 1-800-BELLTONE now.
This is Category 5 TV.
Dark.
Hey, everybody. Oh, we're talking just there. You caught the tail end of it. Everybody in the chat room was goofing around and having a good time. Thank you for joining us. We are going to have some fun tonight.
We are already having fun tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, folks. Get ready.
Here we go. Category5.tv is a member of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. cat5.tv/TPN and the International Association of Internet Broadcasters. cat5.tv/IAIB.
I finally did it.
You finally did.
My hand was forced.
What have you done? What forced your hand?
Okay, well, what have I done? It's some kind of Samsung smartphone.
Yay!
Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
Android ice cream sandwich. I took a bite and it didn't taste like ice cream. But yeah, I finally up and got a cell phone. But
did you download the mobile app?
I haven't yet because I haven't got it activated yet. I'm going to tell you
Robbie
a little story.
Ferguson.
I know. This is really kind of cool, though. Okay, I'll tell you. Your second question was why, like, what pushed me to go over the edge. And people find it funny that this tech guru or tech geek or nerd doesn't carry a cell phone with him. But when I had my business, I was always connected, and I felt like I could never get away from it. Mm-hmm. So when I closed down my business just a little over 5 years ago, it was so freeing to just put away the cell phone and never use a cell phone anymore. And I'm not so... my personal feeling is that I'm not so important that I need to be 24/7 accessible. If you want to call me, you can call me.
Nobody is.
Well, I think brain surgeons and politicians are about... Those are the ones that I can understand.
I feel like a brain surgeon or a politician can have somebody else wake them up and screen their calls. I put my phone to sleep.
That's our tax dollars out at work.
I literally put my phone to sleep.
Excuse me, sir. You're going to have to awaken, for someone is on the line for you.
Exactly. That's perfect.
Thanks, James.
Listen.
Sure.
I have a smartphone that keeps me like uber connected to everything always, which is insane. I actually uninstalled the Facebook app and now just use Facebook through
that's why
Password
I can never get
Box.
A hold of you. Okay.
Yes. So that's exactly why you can never get a hold of me. Now I have to actually go on to Password Box, go to Facebook through that onto the browser.
Okay.
And then check my messages. I like to remove myself from the ultra connected. I also have set my phone settings so that nothing will awake me between 11 and 7. 11 p.m., cool. 7 a.m., nothing happens on my phone.
Is that a setting in Android ice cream sandwich?
It is.
I can't wait to get into this.
You can do this. And then your phone, no matter what. Now, you can set it with exclusions. I haven't. So really nobody can get a hold of me.
Why is she not answering?
Nobody is on my excluded list. Nobody will be getting a hold of me between 11 and 7 ever. I'll be sleeping.
I want to get over to androidbuffet.com and start listening to the podcasts over there, hear a little bit more about, how these things are different from... I'm used to the iOS device because of my iPod Touch. iPod Touch allowed me to be connected by email without being bothered by cell phone. Because I'm either at work, in the studio, or at home. Those are the kind of the three places that you're going to find me. If I'm at the park with my kids, I'm sorry, and I don't mean to cause offense to those who do it, but maybe I do. But when I'm at the park watching my kids play on the park, I do not need to be taking calls.
Right.
I'm not that important.
Right.
I don't have brain surgery going on, and I don't have a war to fight.
Right.
Right?
I would like to just footnote that there are some people that do use their phones with their kids at the park, and those people may possibly be people who work from home and they're allowing their children to play instead of being stuck at home in a room with no other fun except for a TV. Right? They could be answering emails.
I guess.
I'm just seeing both sides.
That's both sides of the story, I guess.
Yeah, but
I'll give you that.
Yes, I definitely think that you've made the right choice because you don't need to be connected while you're watching your children play at the park.
That's correct. What pushed me to it is that we've got Category 5 Studio D that's opening up, and Froggy.ca, Anthony from over there at Froggy.ca, was over at the studio. If you've been following along the videos, you've been seeing what's been going on over there. He's installed the new security system for us.
How long did that take you?
Oh, Sasha.
Robbie, I got a message
on my under my eyes.
I work at a restaurant / bar that closes in the middle of the night, and I did get a message in the middle of the night. However, my phone didn't tell me.
Sasha, please bring us food.
Yeah, my phone didn't tell me because it was between the hours of 11 and 7.
I was being blocked.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't get your message till the morning.
Well, because of this alarm system, to answer your question, you're going to have to watch the videos. What day was that, folks? I don't know. Go on to cat5.tv/studio, day 13. I remember that because it was our lucky day. We got a lot done. So check it out, day 13 at cat5.tv/studio. So Froggy.ca's got the alarm system in, but they have to be able to call me 24/7. Okay, it makes sense that the alarm company be the only people that can call me 24/7.
Right.
So it's necessary for the show, because of the alarm system, that we have to have a smartphone.
Is that what you tell yourself?
Yeah. Well,
With
we
your
have
ice
to be
cream-
accessible.
With your ice cream sandwich phone?
Well, see, and that's where, okay, so you could say, well, you could have just got a flip phone, right? So what I did is I did a lot of research with the help of the chat room, GWG, Jot, a few others that were participating in the conversation through the week, and we started looking at refurbished, unlocked cell phones. So we were able to find this for $90, and you could buy it outright, refurb, right?
Oh, nice.
And that's sweet, because I compared to the deals that you can get with like Wind Mobile, for example. You pay $35 a month and you get the phone, and it's a basic phone. It's not as good as this, and you're kind of stuck for 2 years paying for that phone at $35 a month. So did the math, figured it out. $90,
right,
plus our Ontario tax, which is unfortunate, but $90. And then, of all places, you head over to the gas station and they sell you a SIM card
at the gas station.
At the gas station for $10. Then, for $25, you buy your pay-as-you-go.
Right.
Because I don't need it for much, right? I just need to be accessible. $25, and it's for 4 months of service. $6 and change per month to use that. And
so now I feel like I'm being ripped off.
Well, but you've got
In
data.
comparison.
See, I don't need data on this.
I have 6 gigs of data.
I don't have any.
Oh,
I have
okay.
0. This is literally through the SIM, through the phone service, for $6 a month and change. It's just a phone. But, and this is why I didn't go with a flip phone, but I went with a smartphone, because even though I don't have data, it has Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Everywhere that I ever am, if I need Wi-Fi, it has Wi-Fi. If I'm at the cottage, I don't need Wi-Fi. I don't need to be emailing from the cottage. If I'm at work, I've got Wi-Fi. If I'm at home, I've got Wi-Fi.
There's
if I'm at the studio,
there's free
I've
Wi-Fi.
got Wi-Fi.
There's free Wi-Fi at my work.
Chicken
if you need to
wings
come in for
and
chicken wings
Wi-Fi.
and Wi-Fi, yes.
So you can see my thinking, right? Makes sense?
I do like
$90
it.
down plus the $10 SIM, and $25 every 4 months.
Once this is activated, you have Wi-Fi here, right?
Yes.
You could maybe show everybody how to download the mobile app.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Definitely. And that's m.cat5.tv if you want to check it out. I'm going to see if I can find, there you go, little QR code that you can scan with your mobile device. That'll take you over there, m.cat5.tv. Add it to your home screen, and that will give you an app-like architecture to the mobile website. It's pretty cool. Gives you the ability to watch the show, listen live, watch on demand.
Wherever there's free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those who don't have Wi-Fi and you want to use your plan, but you don't want to rack up a lot of bandwidth usage, you can actually listen to on-demand episodes. So that means there's no video streaming. It's much, much, much smaller as far as the bandwidth usage. So you can just plug in a pair of headphones and listen to the show, and then if something catches your ear as, oh, I've got to see that, then you can tune in by video when you get home or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's fabulous, especially if you're like at the gym or something working out.
Yeah, if you're at the gym. If you're listening to this at the gym right now, come on, push, man, push.
You can
come on,
do it.
You can do it.
4 more.
Yes.
3 more.
Let's do this. Strength.
Can you tell I feel really guilty about not being at the gym for the past 2 months?
We're
It comes
not
into
at the gym.
comes into regular conversation now.
It makes me wonder now that I'm going to have the studio out of the house when we get Studio D and all moved in, am I going to have a place to set up the workout equipment?
Nope.
Because that's always been a problem, right? That's my problem. I don't have the space for it because of Studio C. That's my excuse.
Robbie can justify everything.
Absolutely. So
All right.
with this, is it's a minor expense. Technically, I mean, there's the upfront is a little bit more than I would like, but the month to month, $25 every 4 months is brilliant. Your contributions help us to do things like this. It's necessary, and I hope that I've explained well enough why I decided to go the route that I did. It's really going to be cheap in the big picture, the grand scheme of things, month to month. The alarm company has to be able to reach me if somebody breaks in. That's why that's important to us.
Exactly, especially when we have something fabulous in the new Studio D, like our brand new camera. That your contributions would also help to purchase.
That would be amazing.
Yes. Oh, incredible. Tell me more about that camera.
Imagine this face in 4K Ultra HD.
Yeah. I just got a new fabulous TV.
Did you?
Yes.
What's it like?
It's 60 inches.
Fabulous.
It's
60 inches.
60 inches.
Yeah.
It's a smart TV, so I can watch. I watch a lot of TED Talks. I can just watch my TED Talks.
Do that on there.
Right
yeah.
there.
Category 5 is up there.
Could watch
too.
Category 5. Yes, up there.
If you're lost, install the YouTube channel and you'll be good to go.
Yes, it's good, and it's 3D. And I would love. I would
Category 5.
Whoa! I would love to watch Category 5 on my new TV if we had that brand new camera, right? Because everything would be so amazingly
crystal
perfect
clear,
and
so
clear.
crisp.
Right? I would have
wide
groups
angles
of people over with popcorn.
Imagine us being able to walk around. Like, look at how this works, folks. Okay, I'm going to walk around now. That's literally all I can do. That's it.
That is all.
That's it.
But later we can actually like play double dutch or something. We'll have enough space.
That's exactly what we're going to do. Just for you, for all of those who contributed to get the new camera, we'll play double dutch. Okay, you know what? When we get the new camera, let's start crowdfunding or something now. Yeah. When we get the new camera, I promise you, I will show you. I will unleash my double dutch skills upon the world. Well, that's, you know what? If $10,000 suddenly comes in, we're going to really roll our eyes and try to rethink this whole thing and figure out why did that work.
Me and my amazing double dutch.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Okay, so what else is happening in the show?
Thank you to those who have contributed. We need your contributions right now more than ever. Expenses, month to month are going up, and that's because we're moving out of the house. Mm-hmm. It has to happen. We're at that point with the show. Season 8 is starting very, very soon, and we love this show. We're passionate about what we do here, and we're passionate about our community, our viewers, and we love putting this on for you. And your contributions are going to get us over there so that we can do this only better. So, thanks, everybody. cat5.tv/studio to find out more. Should we say just a quick shout out to some viewers all around the world?
We have some newly registered viewers.
Hey,
JBod18.
JBod.
And License to Chill.
License to Chill. Hey, buddy. Hey. License to Chill has been helping me out, giving me some advice, little tips and tricks about what we should do with those ceiling tiles.
Oh.
If you've been watching some of the videos, Backstage Pass for the Studio D project, you'll know that I've had to take down all the ceiling tiles. I got to do something with them because, some of them are damaged, some of them don't look too nice. Chill. License to Chill. Cheers for all of your advice and help. Check out our viewer location map, map.cat5.tv. There are people watching in Baltimore and, of course, San Francisco. We love you over there. We've got Hong Kong and the surrounding areas.
Oh, yeah.
Kiev.
Kiev? Is that what that is?
I believe so.
Rochester. Eau Claire de la Lune,
Cleveland.
Pittsburgh.
We have a lot of viewership in the United States, so you find that a lot of times when we're watching the live viewer map, it is down there in New York and all around the coast, especially Columbus and
Butler, Thousand Oaks. That's neat. Somebody counted those.
You can head on over to cat5.tv/ or map.cat5.tv, pardon me, and at map.cat5.tv you'll see a version of the map that is not moving around all on its own. You'll be able to zoom in on your area, see how many people from your town are watching Category 5 TV, and do encourage people to tune in Category5.tv, and they'll show up there as well.
And then you can find out if they already have purchased a hoodie. You can be part of the clan.
Part of the clan. All right, well, I want to have some fun in the terminal today. When I said that, too. Sasha went, what?
I also want to have fun in the terminal.
Yes, of course you do. Yes.
Okay, so.
The Linux terminal, a lot of people, we think that it's a scary place. It's a little bit, it's a black box in a way with regards to our computer. Think of the DOS prompt in Windows. Well, we don't typically use it, but in Linux, sometimes you may want to use it, or sometimes you're encouraged to use it for certain tasks.
Scares me quite a bit, but let's see if this can
there it is.
Ease my fears.
What's so scary about that?
Everything.
Window. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let's see
if we can...
So today we're just taking away all the mystery. We're looking under the hood of Linux and finding out if there is anything fun that we can do in the terminal. Going at it old school style, folks. So bring up your Linux terminal. Let's have some fun. First of all, I love nostalgic gaming. I love going back to the early days of GW Basic and Q Basic and some of the things that we used to do back then. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I have no clue.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do not know.
How many people sat there with their book and typed in the lines, all the syntax for nibbles?
What?
Anybody?
Not me. I did play Montezuma.
Chat room? Montezuma?
Yeah,
See?
It was on Atari.
All right, well, that's a little different.
Is that the same? No, not at all the same.
No, I'm talking early days computing, where you had to sit with a book that had the printed code because we didn't have floppy disks even. So you had to sit there, you fire up the computer, and you would type in line by line everything that makes this game work. And then finally you would be done and you would type in run, and of course, what would it say? Syntax error, line 105. So then you got to go back to line 105 in your book, see what you typed wrong, go back to line 105 on your screen, fix it, type run again, and then it'll finally run. Don't turn it off. Don't have a power outage, because then you've lost all the typing. You've got to retype it next time you want to play the game.
Oh.
Right? You guys remember.
This is while I was honing my double Dutch skills. This is what Robbie
Nibbles was a little bit newer than that, but there were some old school games that we had to do that. You know, that was the way that we did it before cassette tapes came along, because we used to be able to record our data to cassette tapes. Wow. You remember. So.
You remember.
But you're just a kid.
I am. Yes.
So what I want to do, I want to take you
1981.
I want to take you to the nostalgia of those days, late 70s, early 80s, and take a look at Emacs, which does a great job of giving us some of that back. So we're going to type sudo apt-get install Emacs, just like that. Enter your password. There it goes, and we're going to say, yeah, give me Emacs. I want some nostalgic gaming, folks. Bring it on. apt-get is a Linux terminal program on Debian-based operating systems. You might be on a Fedora-based operating system that maybe uses Yum or something different. We use a Debian-based operating system. So do you.
I do, too.
Incidentally. And feel free to stop me if anything doesn't make any sense. But Debian is a flavor of Linux. Okay. It's a type of Linux. It's a brand of Linux, if you will.
Okay.
And based on that, Fedora is another one. Yeah.
Okay.
And then based on that are things like Ubuntu, Linux Mint, Zorin OS, Point Linux. All these things are based on.
So it's like there's a tree trunk and it's like a branch, and then there's limbs off that branch.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
What's Agamotto saying in the chat room there?
I don't know. Cassette drives. What else? Chuckles. Emacs. Why not WordPerfect 2.0? Is that the one?
That's what I'm looking for. Agamotto, don't get ahead of yourself. We'll get there.
Okay.
Because we're just having fun here, my friend. Okay, so now that it's installed, all I have to do is type Emacs. There you go. Emacs is now up and running. Check this out. All old school style. This is where things get really complicated.
They don't look fun yet.
I have to hold the escape key and then press X at the same time. Okay?
Okay.
So, and that's a weird key combination, eh? Because you're used to Control X. So escape X. And do it again. I had to do it twice. Now, you see what happened is down at the bottom it says M-X.
Okay.
So that means it's waiting for me to give it a command. What do I want to do? Now, there are a couple of different games that we can actually run. Okay, taking us way back old school style. I'm going to name them for you. We got 5x5, Black Box, Done It, Gomoku, Hanoi, Landmark, M-Puzz, Pong.
Pong, I know.
Yeah, Snake, Solitaire, Tetris,
yes,
and Doctor, a.k.a. like a Dr. Spatzo knockoff. So what do you want to try? Snake is like Nibbles.
Okay.
Want to try that?
Okay.
Okay, so let's head over here. So now that I've got that command, I can type in Snake and hit Enter, and lo and behold, I'm instantly in a game of Snake.
What's the point to Snake?
Snake is you try to get these
Oh, you're trying to eat
dots.
the red dots.
You eat the red dots, and every time you do, you get longer until finally you're so long that it's next to impossible. And then failed to access storage file, no such file or directory. I crashed it.
Wow.
So that's snakes. That's
pretty...
old school style, right? Back at Emacs, so I've closed that. I've reopened.
That's actually kind of fabulous.
It's really fun.
I feel like that's one of those games that I wouldn't be able to tear myself away from.
It's like what Tron is based on.
What's Tron?
Tron, the light cycles game where...
I'm so sorry. Whole world.
Get GL Tron. Install it. Love it. It's been made into several movies. It's kind of a big deal.
It's...
Okay. What other options do we have here, Sasha? Do you remember?
Pong.
Pong. Okay, so I'm going to hold in
I know.
Escape X. And I have to do it again. Escape X. Pong.
Yes,
P-O-N-G. There we go. Whoa.
This one I know. You're immediately in Pong.
So is this... Whoa. What did I do?
Whoa.
I hit Q
this
while
buffer is for notes you don't want to save.
I was frantically trying to figure out how to control the left player. I know how to control the right player. Okay, let's try that again. Escape X. Pong. There it goes. Okay, so I'm the right player.
Who's the left player?
I don't know.
Computer?
No, because it's not moving, so I think it's you, but I don't know how to control it. It's not going to be your keyboard.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
She's looking at her keyboard on a different computer altogether, trying to figure out what keys it could possibly be.
Not technologically savvy, this girl.
Yeah. Well,
I'm the co-host that asked the simple questions.
I love that you took your papers off the keyboard and you're looking for the keys, though.
Do you love that my papers are always on the keyboard? Yeah. I can type nothing during the show. Yeah,
there you go. Okay, so there's a handful there. We will post a link, or not a link, the list for you of all the Emacs games that you can play. Jot will post those into the chat room for you if you want to give it a go. Another thing I love is, have you ever been typing away, type, and there's a typo that's a common typo, like I often get TEH.
Okay, yes.
Stuff like that. In the terminal, LS is typically your list, your files, like a directory listing of files.
Okay.
So sometimes people will type SL by accident as they're trying to type LS and hit enter, right?
Right.
So it's fun to play with that. And somebody had the great idea, let's take SL and let's actually make it into a command so that as people type it, it will do something a little bit silly. So sudo apt-get install SL. If you already have it, you can just type SL, but we don't have it, so this is just to demonstrate that, hey, on Debian you can get all these fun things. So what does SL possibly stand for? Any guesses?
SL?
Yeah.
Sasha Lee.
There you go. So a high ASCII, we're going to have to make a high ASCII version of her face and just have it pop up on the face and go, boo. It's a steam locomotive.
Oh.
So, okay, so we're typing away and we type SL by accident, and what happens in our terminal? But a steam locomotion.
Oh, that is cool.
Comes across the screen and just instantly returns us back.
Not my face.
Silly thing. Okay.
I like it.
But we like jokes. Sudo apt-get install fortune, and let's actually get some fortunes. They're not
fortunes?
Yeah, fortune is the application. Fortunes are the actual fortunes. They're not actually fortunes. They're jokes and little quips and silly little things like that.
Are they what you would find in a fortune cookie?
No, nothing like that. Like puns and how many people would it take to screw in a light bulb kind of thing, and
right.
Those kinds of silly things.
Okay,
right? So
I'm ready.
With fortune installed, we can just simply type fortune at the terminal, and respect is a rational process.
Okay, do another one.
Another one. DOS, a small, annoying boot virus that causes random spontaneous system crashes, usually just before saving a massive project, easily cured by Unix. See also MS-DOS, IBM-DOS, Dr. DOS. That's funny because that shows how old Linux is as far as its age, right? Because the jokes, like it's a joke that was probably written in the DOS 3-point-something days.
How old is DOS?
DOS?
Or Linux. How old is Linux?
Well, Unix is much older. Linux is from the late 90s.
Okay. So it's new. It's not old.
Fairly new.
It's Not old.
Not really new.
From the 90s is not
But it's based
old.
on Unix
I'm from
in a
the
way.
80s.
Yeah, okay. All right. And we're young. We're young. So, okay, that's silly, right?
That's awesome.
So we want to have a little bit more fun with it, and we want to have a cow do some stuff. So we're going to go sudo apt-get install cow say. Just like it sounds.
Cow say?
We want to have a cow say stuff. So let's just kind of go down here and say cow say. Sasha is awesome.
Is the cow going to say?
Cow will say it. You
Let's
ready?
see.
Moo. There he is. Happy ASCII cow.
That is funny.
All right, so now let's have some more fun and say fortune. We know what that does. Beware of low-flying butterflies. And then we're going to pipe, because this is what we can do with Linux, into cow say. So now...
Oh, the cow is going to say the fortune.
What does the cow say? Try to value useful qualities in one who loves you.
Aww.
Right? So we've piped the fun
That's a
joke or
cow.
whatever. Yeah. And then piped it into the cow because that
See, and I'm vegetarian, so this is all good.
it's good. He's a nice cow.
He's a nice cow.
Nobody's going to slaughter this cow.
No, he says nice things. This cow. Okay.
So those are just kind of fun little things. And as I think about ASCII, high ASCII, this was something that was a lot of fun when I was young. We didn't necessarily have graphics and graphical interfaces, so everything was created by ASCII characters.
Children, can you imagine?
I was a bulletin board service administrator. Yeah, okay. Hey, put down your iPhone. Listen up, kids. I'm gonna learn you a little bit. I was a BBS operator, and the closest things to graphics that we had were door games, and they were just basically made of blocks, right? But then there came a point where even ASCII artwork became pretty darn good.
Right. Like this cow.
That's not really a great example of high-quality ASCII artwork.
Are you talking about like really good Etch-a-Sketch artwork? Like the difference between regular Etch-a-Sketch and like master Etch-a-Sketchers?
Well, except ASCII, I don't know if you noticed with the cow, he is made up entirely of keyboard keys.
I did notice that.
You can draw that with your keyboard.
I noticed that specifically with the W. I was like, oh, that's a W, not an utter. So there you go.
That's the quote for tonight's show. Oh, look, it's a W, not an utter. Sasha Dermatis.
There we go.
That's what ASCII characters are. They're basically keyboard keys, and some of them are higher keys. Like the boxes can be in the in a UTF or whatever.
What's a UTF?
Like a different.
I do know what a UTI is.
They're not keys on an alphabetical keyboard, but they're keys. They're letters, I guess you would say, in a way, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
So ASCII art was pretty primitive when I was young, but then it started to get really, really good because they were trying to get gaming going, right?
Right.
Gaming, and people didn't have a desktop environment, Windows or anything like that. It was you had a Linux terminal. So there were a couple of good demonstrations that came out. I want to show you one that's pretty good. apt-get install, and I need a sudo because I need to be super user. Sudo apt-get install bb. As simple as that. And these things are going to run. So considering with ASCII art, you know that everything is basically based on what is available on your keyboard. So stuff that you could type to create ASCII art.
Okay.
Okay. So now if I type BB, it's going to blow your mind.
Ready.
Because remember, it's all done using keys from your keyboard.
It's percolating. Oh, pre-calculating.
All right.
Okay. What's happening?
Yeah.
This is freaking me out. This should be the beginning of a crazy...
But it's text, right? You see it.
Something.
If you freeze frame, it's all text.
Okay. Yeah.
Zipping by on your screen, looking like television static if you stand back a little bit from your 60-inch television screen.
Way back in Antarctica.
And then, whoa.
Oh.
All of a sudden.
Look at that.
And it's all made up of text.
Yeah, we are in the Matrix. Text mode. Linux.
What?
Whoa. That is cool.
Is that not trippy?
That is awesome.
That is called BB, and it's just simply a demonstration of, it's called the AA-lib engine.
World's best screensaver.
Right, but it's all made with text.
Yeah.
Every little dot is a character on your keyboard.
That's really neat.
Crazy. I'm not going to let it play because I want you to install it and check it out. It's pretty neat. Fun.
I just, for the rest of the hour, we'll actually just be watching the screen.
We're just going to leave it up and
the end.
It actually hypnotizes you. Yeah. But that was a demonstration of AA-lib.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? What?
Sticker.
Oh, nice. Want one? We'll give one away a little later in the show.
Okay.
So, with ASCII, what else can you do? Okay. We're just kind of excited about this whole technology, the new technology that has just come out called ASCII. Let's do something really, really fun. Are you a Star Wars fan? I love your reactions. Check this out. If you're net connected, type in the terminal telnet space towel.blinkenlights.nl. Hit enter and enjoy.
Oh.
All right. Now, what that's going to do...
I feel like So Long and Thanks for All the Fish is from something else. It's from the big book where the dolphins say something about fish.
Dude, I have no idea what you're saying.
Somebody knows what I'm saying. The Guide to the Galaxy. That's what it is.
Check it out. You can watch the entire Star Wars movie in ASCII.
Wow.
Hello.
That is cool.
And it gets cooler. And again, I'm not going to let this play because I want you to check it out. This is pretty neat stuff. Entirely rebuilt in ASCII. Okay, this is coming through. Come on, fast forward. Skip over all this text. It's just like the real movie. You got to wait for the text to fly by.
You can't fast forward that?
No, it's ASCII. It's not a real movie, Sasha. There you go.
Oh.
Now just imagine. Okay, you guys got to check this out, right? Because you know the movie.
I don't know.
You know what
movie.
it's meant to. And it's the whole movie is done in ASCII, and I mean it. Like I can actually highlight the text and copy it to my clipboard.
That's hilarious.
It's literally text. Okay.
Wow. Somebody
awesome?
like at 4 o'clock in the morning was just
my goodness.
one more frame.
I cannot fathom how much work something like that would be.
Holy
That is just ridiculous. But I wondered what we would look like in ASCII art. That would be kind of neat, wouldn't it?
Is there a thing you can do? Can you?
Is there a thing?
Is there a thing?
Is there a thing, she says. What do we have here?
Oh.
Okay. So there we are. Last week's episode, okay? So what I'm going to do here, this is VLC. You remember we looked at this last week? Mm-hmm. VLC, okay? So I'm just going to pause that, and I'm going to go into Tools, Preferences, Video, and look at this. Output, I'm going to change it to ASCII Art Video Output. Hit Save and close.
Okay.
Open your video again. You're going to have a window that is AA for X, and we have a fully converted ASCII version of Category 5.
That is incredible.
I am.
Is that not crazy?
Sasha,
Remember,
I see you brought your laptop. We're gonna.
it's all we're going to see done using plain text. There's your face in ASCII.
My mind is blown. I want that to be my profile picture.
It's fully animated. Look at that.
Wow.
Get in closer, and you won't imagine how is that even possible?
Wow.
See, they're just numbers and characters, and everything zipping around.
I'm speechless.
Wonderful. Isn't that wonderful?
Holy.
Blows our minds. And that, folks, is the evolution of ASCII. Kind of some fun stuff to do with our terminal, and then VLC as well, just to check it out, just for kicks.
That is really amazing.
Hope you enjoyed.
Wow. All right.
Ready for it?
Ready.
All right.
The news.
The news.
Here we go. Here are the top stories from the Category5.TV newsroom. Community Health Systems, one of the largest hospital operators in the U.S., announced that hackers stole about 4.5 million records with patients' names, addresses, birth data, phone numbers, and social security numbers. Oy. The company says the data was stolen in attacks that occurred between April and June 2014, and the hackers gained access to data from anybody who was referred to or received services from any doctor affiliated with the community health systems.
Holy cow.
That is huge. The only good news about this breach is that the hackers did not gain access to any medical records. Community Health Systems believes that the attack originated from China and that hackers used a highly sophisticated malware technology to attack the company's systems. The company notes that these attacks typically go after intellectual property like medical device and equipment development data. This time around, however, the hackers went after personal records, and why wouldn't they? Community Health Systems will offer identity theft protection to all the patients whose data was stolen, which is really anybody who had been there at all.
And the map demonstrates where they're located, where people had their data stolen from.
That's insane. That's everything about you.
Can you? Yeah, exactly. Everything. Can you read the last line for me, please?
Community Health Systems will offer identity theft protection to all the patients whose data was stolen.
Okay, excuse me. Am I going to trust them with identity theft protection?
No.
When all my identity has already been stolen from them?
Everything about you.
4.5 million people.
Like when you sit down and you fill out those forms, right? And they get inputted into the computer, but you fill out the forms.
You trust?
Yes. And not only that, they're explicit. Like those questions are about everything. So, your social security number, your address, your birthday, your full name.
I hope none of you are affected by this, but 4.5 million, that's a lot of people. Here's something, okay? This is not a small organization.
No.
The community health systems, right? Governance of basically just how many hundreds of institutions. And the fact is that when I program a databasing system, I'm dealing with customers who are working on a local scale, and they're doing, small time stuff. It might be, it could be a couple $1,000s spent, kind of thing, whatever. It's a nice website, and people are inputting information. If there is any data being collected by the system, guess what? It is encrypted. It is not reversible by any means that could be reversed by a hacker easily, because there should be salts and keys that are stored offline that are not accessible in the database, so that if someone got a hold of the entire database, they only have a half of the picture. I shouldn't be able to decrypt it from the same database that I just stole.
So this only happened because somebody really wasn't doing their job.
Who built the system that is holding this data? And why is it archaic? Why is it based on technologies when nobody understood how to have cryptographically sound data storage?
Yeah, now they know. At your loss, now they know.
Yeah. Well, but they'll provide you with identity theft protection. What does it mean anymore when they've already got your identity?
Now's the time to take on a new identity.
You kind of need it.
Yeah.
Because and it's scary, because you think, okay, well, nothing has happened. Ooh, phew. Well, guess what? All of those 4.5 million people are now in a database somewhere that is being sold. And they're not being sold 4.5 million at a time, because nobody can afford that.
Oh.
They're being sold 1,000 at a time to businesses and hackers and malicious people, fraudsters.
It makes me worry, because I know that I am also equally at risk, because I don't know what sort of security is behind the places I give my most valuable information to.
Yeah.
There's no way of knowing, really.
That's frightening.
Okay. When an infectious disease starts spreading, it seldom takes its time. And when that infection is called Ebola, any delay in halting its spread can take a very real toll on human lives. The trouble, of course, is that it takes time for people to even figure out that an outbreak has occurred. Thankfully, machines are getting smarter. 9 days before the World Health Organization announced the African Ebola outbreak now making headlines, an algorithm had already spotted it. HealthMap, a data-driven mapping tool developed out of Boston Children's Hospital, detected a mystery hemorrhagic fever.
We had this discussion, didn't we?
Yes, hemorrhagic fever.
I thought we should use phonetics.
Okay.
And we're going to call it hemorrhagic
Fever. Yes,
Hemorrhagic, I think.
can does this see? I wish that we could
let's
do.
go back to you.
Can we get close enough?
Hemorrhagic.
I don't know. I should have done my nails.
It's quite the word anyway. It's a hemorrhage of sorts.
Okay, so detected a mystery hemorrhagic fever after mining thousands of web-based data sources for clues. These data sources included news reports, social media, international health organizations, government websites, and even personal blogs of healthcare workers operating in affected areas. The team's custom-built web crawler traverses RSS feeds and APIs, analyzing the text from these content sources for disease-related terminology and clues about geography. Very smart. Fortunately, HealthMap applies machine learning algorithms to filter out irrelevant information like posts about Bieber fever, which is happening in Canada and the States.
Fortunately, I have never caught that one.
The Bieber fever? No.
I guess I'm immune.
Yes, I was inoculated, I think. The team behind HealthMap is busily working on improving its filtering algorithms and adding new sources of data. Check out healthmap.org to see the map and keep us one up on infectious diseases. That is great.
It is. I mean, the service itself is really, really neat. Kind of the most incredible aggregator of health information to be able to determine that there's an outbreak happening even before the World Health Organization figured it out.
It is scary, though. It's scary.
It's
really.
A little, well,
like if it were in that.
Or the.
Yeah. Well.
Obviously, Ebola is
Ebola is scary. Yeah. I guess I think that it's probably one of those things where it could create like false, like it's scary because what if there was a flaw in it and all of a sudden you thought there was going to be an outbreak in something?
And do we base our lives on looking at a website that says, oh, look, there's something coming
like I'm just picturing like CNN. And they're crazy.
I guess there's that, but think about weather forecasts and how those have changed over the past 10-15 years. And now we can look at a satellite map and we see the infrared of the storm coming toward us.
Right.
And so, it's a little scary because you see this massive storm coming in, but it can protect people.
Right.
And sometimes it's, dissipates before it gets to you, but it's the same sort of thing, right? Mm-hmm. But you're seeing the
knowledge,
health risks and outbreaks and things coming.
And knowledge is power, so thank goodness the
but can
computers
be scary,
are getting...
Sure.
Yeah.
I'd stay away from it if you are afraid of that kind of thing. Probably not good, yeah.
Here's great news.
Oh, this is neat.
Here's great news for parents and not so great news for teens.
Okay, let's do this. Do not ignore my calls.
Sharon Stanford wanted her kids... Oh, was I supposed to do something?
You're supposed to read the next line.
Oh, oopsie. Let's go back. Control-Alt-Delete. Okay.
Do not ignore my calls.
Or what?
Or I will lock your phone.
Aha. Sharon Stanford wanted her kids to show a little respect. Her teens tended to do what teens do. She called them on their cell phones and their natural instinct was to press ignore. What's a mom to do? Get mad or get spectacularly ingeniously even? I might have said that word wrong. She chose the latter. She began to consider what sort of app would get her teens to see the light. The result was Ignore No More. The charming addition to her children's phones did something very simple. If the kids didn't pick up on mom's calls, the app locks their phones.
Nice.
Yeah. Her website explains the app in a charming way. When you lock your child's phone with Ignore No More, your child has two options. He or she can call you back or call an emergency responder. No calls to friends, no texts, no games, no nothing until they call you back.
No Facebook. Sorry, kids.
When they do, you can choose to unlock their phone or not. How's that for parental control? Ignore No More is currently available only on Android and costs a mere $1.99. That is incredible.
That's smart, and it's one of those things where it's why didn't they think of that? And it's neat when something comes out and you think, wow, that's really, really kind of clever.
I love it.
But I know the flaw in this software.
What is the
You've
flaw?
got siblings.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So imagine teenage Sasha's out on a date,
right,
or hanging out with friends or something, and younger sibling is sitting at home with access to mom and dad's phone, and they are gonna call you and call, and finally you're gonna go and ignore. Now your phone is locked.
Well, you could just leave it on.
And now you got to call back, and the
Yeah.
kid won't, and the kid leaves the phone off the hook. See? Fatal flaw in the software. right
Or,
there.
you know what, teens, if you're watching this and your parents have installed Ignore No More and your evil younger sibling has called you and is taunting you, leave the phone on and put it on mute and put it back in your purse. Or your pocket, assuming.
Did you just hack the whole system?
Yeah, well, you know.
Wow.
Just leave your phone
Oh.
running.
Look at that. She's just on the phone.
And usually you can access all of your apps while a phone
While
call
talking
is...
on the
yeah,
phone?
so just leave it running on mute.
And meanwhile, your parents
Sorry,
are paying
Sharon
for the minutes.
Stanford. I'm so sorry, Sharon. I have no children. I was once a child, however.
Oh,
Okay.
It's a good thing they didn't have smartphones when you were a kid.
That's right.
Be hacking it.
Are you having trouble finding that perfect cup of coffee? Craft Coffee may be able to help. They've come up with a way to connect their customers with roasters and beans that they'll love. Craft Coffee has been around since around 2011, offering up a coffee subscription service designed to help users discover new roasts from around the country. It partners with dozens of different independent roasters to source beans and deliver them to customers that would probably never have heard of them otherwise. The subscription commerce model for the coffee itself isn't exactly novel, but what is interesting about Craft Coffee is that it's used data from all of its previous sales as well as what it knows about different roasters to create a new discovery model based on what it calls the Coffee DNA Project.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah. Having shipped more than 50,000 pounds of coffee already, Craft, I should say, with C-R-A-F-T, not craft
Right.
as in
yeah, it's
dinner.
not the Kraft company. Yeah.
Yeah, just so that you know it's not Kraft dinner, it's Craft Coffee. Has a large database.
Like craft beer.
Right.
Just put that out there.
Right, craft
like
beer.
Craft beer.
Exactly. Of what people have tried and loved already. It also surveyed coffee drinkers to find out more about its customers' taste preferences and create an algorithm that helps them to discover new roasts to buy. New customers just sign up and take a short survey to tell Craft Coffee what coffee they drink now and if they're looking for something similar or something new and different. They then choose the price level and delivery schedule as well as whether they'd prefer whole or ground beans. This is something I would love.
That's kind of cool.
It's
like speed dating for coffee.
Let me explain to you, and this will lead right into this container here.
All right.
Okay. This is how I get my coffee. I am particular about the coffee I love. I love Jamaican coffee.
Okay.
It's not Blue Mountain coffee because that is hoity-toity and really expensive. However, I like High Mountain coffee, which is just below Blue Mountain coffee, and you can get it in the grocery stores in Jamaica for like ultra cheap. You can't get it in Canada, and you can't get it shipped from Jamaica.
Oh.
You can, however, go to Jamaica twice a year.
There you go.
And bring back, I can't remember how many pounds of coffee you can bring back. I max out, though. I think it's like 20 pounds.
You bring 20 pounds of coffee back with you from Jamaica?
Yes. I only go
That's
once or
awesome.
twice a year. And then I just...
Yes, officer, it's coffee.
I don't bring anything else back. I bring back coffee.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I go
But good
with-
coffee.
It's really delicious coffee. Now, I am willing to go the distance for my delicious coffee that I drink
I'll say.
copious amounts of.
Wow.
Now, I hear that you are not willing to go very far for your hot sauce. You're not
Oh,
gonna
right.
travel.
Oh, nice segue there, Sasha. I thought, because we mentioned it last time you were on the show, that we should just mention that there's a need here at Category 5 TV. I mentioned the hot sauce, my favorite hot sauce, that came to us from a viewer in Barbados.
Right.
Barbados.
First one's free. Now go
Can't
to
buy this in Canada.
Yeah. Go to Barbados. First one's free.
Tea.
I bet you it was
Please.
delicious.
Oh, it was so good. You want to smell this? There's
Yeah.
still the smell, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
It's amazing.
So now Robbie has to go to
Send more.
Barbados.
I got to go to Barbados.
Because I go to Jamaica. Or maybe there could be a craft hot sauce company that would deliver hot sauce to your
Subliminal
needs.
requests there.
Yeah.
Nicely done. I like that, Sasha. Okay. How would you like to have this up on your wall? That would be awesome, right?
I would love it.
Too bad. I have a very small one to give you.
If you have a very small wall.
If you have a very small wall, maybe if you're a mouse would be really, really cool to have one of these.
How would you get one of those, Robbie?
Well, you're in the chat room, right? Everybody's in the chat room, and you know what happens when you're in the chat room. Drawbot, when he decides to work, goes in there, and he finds some people that want to win a sticker.
Okay,
so get ready. Here you go. You take that.
I'm taking it.
Yeah, I got to push the screen buttons here. Here we go. Alpec and Sovereign. Cirrus Minor. Sorry, you go ahead. I'm going to sit back and relax.
Tennessee Frank, Mick Rip, Fort Wagner, Tachos, DJ, Whiskey Zero, Eric 1212, JP, Dennis Kelly, Popeye, Agamotto.
Popeye, I love it.
Napa Polar Bear.
Just throw the names by really fast and she'll start calling people Popeye. I love it.
What was it?
It was
Garby.
Popey.
It was Popeye. Sovereign. Bob, cool dude. McRib. It's going too fast.
Oh, there's Popeye.
Alpec. Polar Bear Guy. GWG.
Good luck, everybody. It's
Kelly,
for some Category 5 stickers. These are the premium vinyl sticker types that will not leave a sticky residue.
Tennessee Frank already ordered his.
All right.
So
it's on its way, buddy.
When does it win?
I guess it just has a lot of people to choose from. And don't die off here.
Okay.
Here we go. JP, Rob Tree.
Is mounting.
I know.
When?
Albuquerque Turkey. Good luck, buddy.
Jot.
GWG. Oh, it's picking up.
Oh, here we go.
When it gets fast, you know.
Something's going to happen soon.
Drawbot is about to pick the name from our chat room, Category 5 on Freenode. These are the real people sitting there right now having a chat. We're waiting for it. We're waiting for it, Drawbot. Come on,
we should have started this at
We should have started it at 7 and just let it run through.
Feel like just a countdown in the top right.
Yep. Oh,
and
the winner is Bob K64. Congratulations. 54. Okay, Bob K54. 64.
Not Popeye. Yeah. Oh, that was funny.
Yeah. Congratulations. You got some
Bob
stickers.
K54.
They'll look great on your laptop or your
yeah, stickers.
Whatever you want to do with them. There's 2 of them.
Stickers.
One for each shade. Congratulations, Bob K54.
Oh, fabulous.
All you have to do, Bob, is pop us an email live at category5.tv with your mailing address so that I can send it to you in a postal envelope. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right.
Okay.
We have very little time left.
Do we have time for a viewer question?
Do you have a particular one? I want to just kind of catch up a little bit because of your blog.
Yes.
And one particular viewer sent us this reaction to the last time that you were on the show.
Yes.
This comes to us from Timothy Keeling from Overland Park, Kansas. And Timothy says, Robbie, don't forget to mention and warn people about the trolls when blogging. Do you know what trolls are? We're going to talk about that.
All I know about trolls is that they tend to eat Billy Goat's gruff.
They're all over the internet. Have courage. This is to you. Have courage and ignore the people that take pleasure in giving you pain. To become successful, you will have to grow a skin of leather.
I don't want a skin of leather.
Not literally.
My last name already sounds like I already suffer with a skin of leather.
Yeah, okay. And this goes for you. If you're going to blog, if you're going to start up a YouTube channel, it's true. And I thank you, Timothy, for the email. People are trolls sometimes. Not you. I know you're not, but
I can choose to erase trolly people.
Yes, absolutely, and that's sometimes what you have to do. It's a tragedy, but not everyone's going to agree with everything that we say here on the show. Not everyone's going to agree with our blogs.
Right.
And so you're bound to get haters, if you will. People that will go on and say, oh, this is stupid, this is stupid.
Here's my personal plea.
I got one this week. Yeah.
You had one?
I got a really good one.
Here's my personal plea to you. If you don't like my blog, say nothing at all. The end.
It's not going to work. See? Because the person, haters and trolls, the reason that they're called trolls is they show up, they're nobody, they don't know you, they don't know the show, they don't know the blog, they don't know anything about you, they read a couple of paragraphs and they say, oh, this is stupid. They're trolls. They're just they just have...
They're bullies.
They have something in their life that's troubling them, and they feel like they need to take it out on the internet peeps.
I feel like that would be highly inappropriate because my blog is about love and happiness and beauty.
And sometimes
nice things.
Doesn't that make us open to being trolled?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're almost vulnerable.
It happened to you?
This week, yeah, we sometimes get it, but I quite often get hits on YouTube, people that are haters, and that's okay. I understand that that's part of what we do, but yeah, you do have to be strong about it. I think in the first few years, and I know some of my peers in broadcasting have been through it, and you watch their Twitter feeds, and sometimes there are reactions on their Twitter feeds where they're, you stupid trolls need to stop trolling my channel and stuff like that. I don't do that because I feel like it's personal and it's not something that I need to share with my public, if you will. But you do see it sometimes on places like YouTube and on blogs and on Twitter and stuff, basically what I call haters, but and so you just it's got to be water off a duck's back.
Okay.
And when I get it, that's how I have to take it. Otherwise it becomes personal, and it's not personal, and that would be the best advice I could give. Don't ever take it personally. It's not you, it's them.
Right.
So just watch out for that kind of stuff. Be careful. Like Timothy Keeling from Overland Park, Kansas says, watch out for the trolls. They're there. Grow a skin of leather, figuratively speaking.
Figuratively, not literally.
Wear sunscreen.
Oh, yes, wear sunscreen.
All right. And I think that's really good advice, so thank you very much, Timothy.
Yes, and have a great week.
Can you believe we're out of time?
Wow, that went fast.
It's really nice to see you. Love the shirt.
Thank you.
This is awesome. Limited edition right there.
Here I am.
I hope you've got one. Send
it's really warm in here right now, but I think it's cool
they're
outside.
Nice sweaters, eh?
It's comfortable and warm.
That's what you want for sitting around the campfire and relaxing, and the fall is coming, so it's kind of perfect timing, so that works out well.
The fall, the leaves have already started changing.
Optimist. Don't say that.
You said.
Now you just turned me into a pessimist. Talking like that. The leaves are not changing.
Hours up, Robbie.
It's August. Do we have to end the show sad?
Oh,
we were so happy.
Beautiful fall colors.
You are being a troll.
Beautiful fall colors. What are you talking about?
I look forward to it in the fall.
They're still on the trees.
It's a month away, Sasha. It's a month away.
Bye, everybody.
Have a wonderful week.
See you next week.
Sasha will be back.
I'll be back.
So be here, Category5.tv, and I'll see you next Tuesday night. Bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed the show. Category 5 TV broadcasts live from Barrie, Ontario, Canada every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you're watching this on demand or through cable TV, check out the local showtimes in your area at Category5.tv and find out when you can watch live and interact in the community chat room. Category 5 is a production of Prodigy Digital Solutions and is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution 2.5 Canada. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.